Mike Janney's BFF. If you're not laughing out loud, you really need to change the station. The Walt Bonetti radio program on WGSO 990 AM.
Yes, Jefferson Parish's sexual predator in chief who shall remain nameless. Especially now because we are broadcasting live from the city of Kenner. And we don't want to talk about bad things like that. Broadcasting live from the original Italian Pie, just a little bit north of West Esplanade on Williams Boulevard, 3600 Williams Boulevard. Stop by for lunch. Great food here. And during the break, I was talking with Kenner Director of Parks and Recreation, Chad Pitfield, and he was telling me about cricket. I never thought about cricket in Kenner.
Absolutely. I actually had some gentlemen that came to me a few weeks ago, and they discussed that they are Kenner residents, and there is a group of professionals, professional businessmen, that they get together on Friday nights, and they play cricket for several hours. So they came to me, laid out their plan. It sounded great, and I'm all about the out-of-the-box plans, right? Like I said, traditional recreation, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, volleyball, that's great. We're going to support that, but I'm also open to what else is out there. We talked about lacrosse. Absolutely. If I can find the facilities and we can make sure that it fits in with the programming, I'm open for anything. Absolutely. Bring the ideas.
Well, I mean, we have the facilities, so why not use them and maximize them, especially for 10 o'clock at night?
Absolutely. This is a nighttime group of these men that these are young adults that play, and I'm honestly looking to do more stuff like that, to give people stuff to do. Idle minds generally bring issues, so if we can keep the activity and the programming up, I think it would be great for society and it would be great for the community here as a whole.
Cricket inside a gym. I mean, I'm not going to play it, but I mean, I might want to go out there at 10 o'clock just to watch it.
They're adapting using a tennis ball, obviously. We know the cricket ball, which they brought to me, and I didn't even know what it was. I did a YouTube video. Imagine that, looking on YouTube to see exactly how they play. And it's actually a pretty neat little. They adapted, and they're using a tennis ball. And this past Friday was the first night that they played, so I'm waiting to hear some feedback from them on it. But if that works, it's a huge, huge community that has limited places to play. So if we can adapt for them and give them the location, I'm all in.
Yeah, no, I've seen it on TV, and it just looks really, really cool. But let's get back to the playgrounds. And because of the declining enrollment or declining young adult population interested in playing football, and obviously that is a nationwide trend because of the head injuries, do we need to combine playgrounds, and are we doing that now, combining teams? Because football has to be the most people-intensive sport out there.
So we do. Basically what happens now is if a particular playground cannot field an entire team, the partial teams, then in the recreation department, we look and we pick which playgrounds that, let's just say one playground maybe only gets 4 kids to participate. Well, we're not going to tell those 4 kids, sorry, you can't play football. You may not be able to play at Woodlake. You may have to go play at Musbertolino. So it's a short trek. I mean, we're talking 5 miles from the lake to the river. We're not talking across town, right? So we do combine already to make sure that we're including everyone that wants to participate.
And how can people, I don't have children, but how can someone like myself get involved in supporting Kenner Recreation and trying to help you and help the booster clubs, aside from just giving money? What can we do to get out there and improve Kenner Recreation?
I mean, volunteer. I mean, everybody lives near an adjacent park. I mean, reach out to the booster club, reach out to the recreation office. We always have small projects. Recently we were talking about Woodlake Playground was trying to re-level the infield, and we could have used some volunteers throwing some dirt out there. I mean, we do have maintenance staff that's there during the week, but this is grass season where they're out there maintaining and keeping those parks looking beautiful as people, come to the city and use those facilities to participate. So, again, getting involved in the recreation department and in the booster clubs and volunteering your time. It may be manning a concession stand for a tournament that's coming up. Anything simple like that, we would totally use it. Again, all of that stuff generates revenue that can be turned around and flipped back into the playground and into the programs for the children.
Now, is it better for them to contact a booster club or someone at the recreation department, a liaison that you might have?
If they call the recreation office, we'll put them in contact with someone. So 468-7211 is that number to the recreation office. You can always email recreation@kenner.la.us for further information as well. We'll make sure to put you in contact with someone.
Okay. Any other final notes? Any other things that you have on the horizon? Bigger projects that people can get involved in?
We have some baseball tournaments that are coming up. One of them we are very proud to host is our first responders softball tournament that we are hosting here very soon. And again, it's getting those guys and gals the opportunity to meet outside of the very strenuous work that they do on a daily basis, to have some recreation time. We're proud to be hosting that here in the city of Kenner to support all of our police, fire, and EMS professionals. We also have a fall baseball tournament that is going to be starting up on Sundays. Again, that's stuff that we've never really had before. Baseball season's normally in the spring, but we do have fall ball as well, so we're going to be hosting some tournaments coming up. Again, I'm about a little bit over 3 months into it.
Right.
Maybe my wife doesn't want to hear all this, but I'm not stopping now. We've been going full speed, and we continue. It's my plan to continue going full speed so we can try to fix some of these issues that were neglected in the past and put Kenner forward.
Now, a lot of people have asked me about adult programs, adult softball leagues or co-ed softball leagues. And I'm actually ignorant about that. I mean, does the city have those? Are we looking at that?
So currently, we do have private leagues in basketball that are operated out of some of our gymnasiums. But as the recreation department, that is absolutely something we're looking forward to. I'll be honest with you, waiting for the weather to get a little bit cooler. It's hard enough to get the kids, but they don't have
Right.
a choice being dropped out there. But you're not getting an adult to come out in the weekend weather that we just had. Kickball, for instance, is a huge thing around. We are absolutely going to be starting a kickball league soon. So if anybody's listening and you have a kickball team, get them ready, get practicing, because we're going to start, and we're going to start off small, maybe do a weekend tournament just to get some exposure and see how we go. But we're absolutely going to be doing a kickball league pretty soon. And again, we're trying to hit not just the children, we're trying to hit all the citizens. So I generally say from 2 to 90. Our soccer program, traditionally in the past, we lose kids around the teenage years with, whether it's school or higher level sports. We started our soccer league 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 year olds, bring them on out. Parents come on out, get the basic skills, and again, all of that information can be found on our website, kenner.recdesk.com.
Well, we appreciate your time, and like I said, I've been a big fan of yours since you came on board in Kenner,
Appreciate that.
And very happy that you're here, and very happy that you are working to try to turn things around. We all need to pitch in and do what we can for Kenner Recreation and the city of Kenner, and availing ourselves of all the opportunities at
Absolutely, it's
at
definitely
Kenner
a team
Recreation.
effort.
That is Kenner Director of Parks and Recreation, Chad Pitfield. We're going to take a quick break for the news. When we come back, our friend Jerry V will join us talking about the Saints and this weekend's football. When the Walt Bonetti radio program continues live from the original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, stop by and see us on WGSO 990 AM, WGSO.com, and the TuneIn Radio app. Hi, this is